See, I should have just took my drink. I should have just took my drink.
It's one of them type of nights.
But what we have to talk about tonight, I'm gonna let y'all guess what's in here.
Oh, it's one of them type of nights.
It ain't that bad.
It's one of them type of nights. I done brought out the Arizona
The Arizona tea.
fruit punch.
Hey, I understand. I get it.
Arizona. I gotta make it sound like it's
Make it special.
Arizona, like it's special. You know?
Like it's special.
Look. I do drink, y'all. I just don't drink like that. It's not a major thing that I have to do. Like if I were to go out with some people, and I'll probably have like one or two. I'm gonna chug some water after that. That's just me.
1 or 2 or 4 or 5, 6, 7, 8.
Nope, not even that far. You ain't gonna catch me slipping and catch me.
Oh man.
You even have me waking up wondering what happened to the rest of my clothes. Nope.
I will probably make some gin later. I'll probably not make some gin. Jesus, I don't have a distiller. I can't do it.
I was getting ready to say, are we speaking that into existence? We're gonna be making our own.
Maybe. I think now, since I have this vineyard, this little small grapevine that grows every year.
The Chimera grapes?
Yeah, now I can make some wine. I already know what I'm calling the wine.
Chimera Kingdom.
That's a good one. Like Chimera wine, but I think there's already one. I was thinking about calling it Dragon's Grove. Like I had already had an idea for like the top of the bottle and everything. But
is there such thing as? Hold on. I'm gonna find out right now. That's the best thing about Google. Is there such thing as Chimera wine? If not, we need to go ahead and trademark that. We need to go ahead and trademark that.
Yo, go ahead and get it.
Dang it! It's already something. Well, no, it's called Chimera. No, it's called Chimera Still.
Chimera Still.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
Chimera Still is a wine with moderate intensity, gold color, and lemon hues. Beautiful.
Oh, that's a white wine. All right.
Yeah.
But
yes, I'm over 18. Really? I just want to look at them. I ain't gonna drink it from the phone.
They out all this stuff now. The things going on now on the internet. Honestly, Scorpio, you ain't even mean to do that, but that was like a dope segue to what I said I was gonna mention.
I did not mean to do that at all.
Yo, the things going on the internet. I got a DM from the
Illuminati. Now, if the Illuminati is sneaking in your DMs, something wrong. I ain't never know them to be that desperate.
The Illuminati sliding in DMs, yo.
The Illuminati is sliding in DMs. What are they? What exactly are they saying?
And like came over, they just started talking. It was like the person introduced themselves and was like, "I'm part of the Illuminati." I was like, "Well, this is one of those." I was like, "This is here's another scam." And then they started. Illuminati was created for love and all this other stuff, and I'm just like, "Yeah."
Oh, look, don't come
I'm not signing up.
Don't come in my DMs.
But you know what though? It makes me wonder how many people fell for that.
I want to. Somebody did. I promise you. Somebody.
I know people did. Just like how I've seen people fall for that artist. Like,
somebody did.
Right, MG? Exactly. They slided it. Y'all, so y'all be careful out there. You're a pretty big cosplayer, you and SJ. So y'all be careful.
Uh-oh.
Watch y'all DMs. They might want to cross over to the cosplayers next.
No, ain't no soul selling over here. I wish I would. I'm gonna beat it out of you.
It put me in the mind of how Diamond is doing things. Like Diamond getting all these independent creators now, and it's like, man, 3 years ago, not even. Yeah, like before 2020, you ain't want now damn one independent in there. But now that the big guys leave, it's like, hey, independents, we'll distribute you. I mean,
how are you?
Yeah, how are you? How you doing?
I know we started off on the wrong foot, but
exactly. See, me, I remember that stuff. Mm-hmm. Because I've been doing this for a little bit, so I remember that stuff. And I'm just like,
you're a Libra, of course you're gonna remember that.
I remember every time I'm done shitty.
Oh yeah, I think we. Yeah.
Ebony, what's going on? What's going on?
Hi, Ebony. How are
Ebony,
you?
I sent your package. I've been trying to miss snow. So that's one reason why I hold on for it for a little bit, but I don't think I missed it because I looked and it's still in Denver. And I know I think Denver got snow today and we're getting snow tomorrow because we got a little bit today. And I've been trying to miss snow. I'm like, man, but Colorado has other things in mind. They're like it's either snow now or 3-inch golf ball hell later. All right, I'll take the snow. I don't want my car demolished again. No. All right, y'all. So some of the things that we're going to talk about tonight, we didn't have the little thing rolling. Usually where we have the information at the bottom, but right now is just me and Scorpio talking, you know. But
We're talking about two topics. Actually, not two topics, two things that took place within this week.
Within this, I think within a day of each other.
Yeah, literally, yeah, that's true.
Within a day of each other.
And I'm going to show you at the end how they're both connected somehow. So, yeah. Do we need to
Well, I know I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna speak my mind. So, folks out there who don't know how I feel about this particular topic, I guess you're gonna find out. And I already know what they're probably gonna classify because now I'm saying it on YouTube on my show, and so I already know I'm gonna get classified as he's a oh man. I already see it. So,
okay. They can classify as
cool.
they want.
So delivered on Friday. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. Appreciate that.
They can classify however they want, but yeah.
I already know so. So I'm just trying to figure out which one we want to talk about first.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the Dilbert situation first.
Okay.
Because I got look here, I got notes on that.
Oh, so I'm gonna let Scorpio lead the way on the Dilbert thing.
I listened to that video like over 15 to 20 times. And I took notes to what he was saying. And as you all know already, the creator of Dilbert, he just recently had this racist rant.
Big ass racist rant.
He decided to just wake up one morning and just record himself
and
post it and just have this racist rant calling Black people a hate group. We are officially, in his eyes, a hate group.
The entirety of us. And
and
that's the thing too. I know people are going to be like, he didn't say, he just said Black people. Well, technically, if we want to get into grammatics and syntax, to say Black people, you are saying all. If he said a quarter Black people, some Black people, half Black people, a little bit of Black people.
Then on top of that,
some salt, sprinkle some salt amount of Black people. No, he said Black people. That's all. So before anybody comes in trying to say that, he didn't say all. Shut up.
I want you to. I want you all to remember this. Everyone that's listening, I want you to remember these 3 words.
It was Boogie.
Who hurt you with the question mark? I want you to remember that because you're going to find out the answer at the end when I finish this.
Oh man,
this gentleman.
Go ahead.
This gentleman so happened to said it was a poll. Statistics show, he said in the beginning of the video, that Black people do not like white people. He's talking about a poll that was taken back in 2017, almost 7 years ago. Almost 8 years ago. It's called the Rasmussen. It was some type of poll done. It was done by white people
we'll pop up a
yeah.
We'll pop up a link so you can check it out. Do you have the link, right, Squirt? Because I did not grab it because I was like, this guy.
Yes, I do. You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, let's drop it in here in the chat.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and send it to you, and then
if you want, you could
chat. I have it saved on my phone because I was listening to it over and over again because I didn't. I'm just like, something about this ain't right. Somebody hurt your feelings really bad.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's something that I've learned. To say where Scorpio's finding that link. That's something that I learned in life as an adult, mainly because when you're a kid, and that's unfortunate. So many people are dealing with adulthood like children, and that's one of the biggest issues why we have so many problems. When I was a kid, you don't think about that. You're just like, oh wow, they hate me. You're an asshole. You hate me. Blah blah blah. But when you become an adult, Like in my case, like there was, for instance, personal story. I had a first sergeant who hated my guts. And this is when I went into the Army. Before the Army, for those who don't know, I was in the Marine Corps. So yes, still a Marine, even though I wasn't in the Army. Doesn't matter. Anywho.
Once a Marine, always a Marine. Never say ex-Marine.
Always. Yeah, for real. That
Never
fucking
say
3 months
they will beat you.
Was fucking crazy. But anyway, like I had a first sergeant who hated my guts. Now, started getting to the bottom of things. Why does he hate me? Why is he always trying to, fuck with me, press my buttons and stuff like that, And they come to find out this dude grew up in San Diego. And as soon as he told me that, I just looked at him. I was like, okay, I know your type. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, I grew up near Camp Lejeune. So I know exactly your type. I was like, a Marine stole your girlfriend, didn't he? That's why you hate me, because I used to be a Marine. And he didn't say anything. I was like, I already knew. Because it happened where I grew up at. I grew up near the biggest Marine Corps base in the U.S. So it's like, I know exactly what happened to you, sir. Now, I'm saying sir now because I've been out for about damn near a decade now. But then, first sergeant, I know exactly who you are. I know exactly the type of person you are because I've seen it a lot. I've seen the product of it, like in high school, and in as an adult, once you get out of high school, you can go to college and stuff, you see it, you understand it,
Exactly.
And stuff like that happened in Fayetteville too. That's the reason why I knew certain situations where, you read it. Like I go visit my friends at Fayetteville State, and same thing there. Hatred with the Army dudes, because Army dudes be taking people girlfriends. It's like, instead of hating, just go fucking find a new girlfriend.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. If they can be easily taken from you like that, they were never yours in the first place. They were never yours at all. They were never yours in the first place. So
unless, and I say this is a caveat, you fucked up tremendously.
You had to do something wrong.
And that's on you. But with that being said, we're going to get back to that. I just want to caveat on that. That's how I knew. The way that dude was talking in that video, I was like, I felt the same way you did. I was like, somebody hurt him.
I said, somebody hurt him, because when you went that far back, 7 to 8 years, to read statistics that was taken. Okay, it was based on
in a hot climate too around that time.
It was based on where this group called 4chan. They created these posters that said it's okay to be white, and they were just posting it up everywhere, and they just thought that the black people were just they were just all the liberals, they were just going to start snatching it down. But what happened was the neo-Nazis got it, and they start attaching it to white supremacy. So they were putting it on their websites and stuff like that. So it was a poll.
And I'll say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead. No. Say your poll. Go ahead.
It was a poll asking black people, it's okay to be white. Is that a positive saying? And they were saying no. The reason why they're saying that is because what's attached to it.
What's attached to it now? And I'll say this. As a black man in America who fought for this country for 13 years, they're right. It is okay to be white. It's just not okay to be racist. Be white. Enjoy your whiteness. Revel in your privilege.
Go ahead,
I personally don't care, but just don't be a racist. Just don't look at me. Yeah, and say the N-word or presume that I sell drugs because of the car that I'm driving or dumb shit like that, which is racist. Not knowing anything about me. Just don't do that. Because I wouldn't approach anyone like that. I wouldn't approach a white person and be like, think all of the negative connotations that are attached to white people. I wouldn't do that. Why? Because I'm not a bigot. Notice I used a different word in referencing to myself. I didn't say racism because a lot of people get that shit confused too because everybody wants to use the easy word. So, because I can't be racist. I can't go in the store and say, hey, that white guy stole, and people tackle him to the ground. But if it was the flip, watch the difference. And that's what racism is. It's institutionalized. But we ain't gonna get there. That's another show. And I don't feel like educating nobody.
If you try to do that to me, if you try to do that to me and I'm in Walmart, I'm gonna beat you in the head with a stack of plastic handles. I ain't gonna play shit.
For real.
Don't play with
So
me. But
that's
yeah,
never happened, and I hope it never happens. But yeah, so I'm not a bigot, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be like, you can't be white. Like, you're white. It's the wood. That's how you were born. You have no control of the amount of melanin in
yeah.
your skin. However, you have control of your racism. You have control of what you teach your children. You have control of what you allow out of the mouths of your family members. I mean, you don't control them, but you can nip that shit in the bud by saying, get out. Don't say that around me. I don't like, just like for me, I don't like the N-word. And I have family members that use the N-word. Guess who they don't use it around? Me, because I don't like the N-word, because I told them, don't say that shit around me. See, it's easy, people. If I can do it in black culture where we use the N-word, like we use spices.
Oh Lord. Even my girl Nicki Minaj.
If I can get
my girl Nicki Minaj had a whole song. I'm just like, baby, nobody can really sing this song but you.
Exactly. No one can play this on it. No one can play this on the radio. So if I can say that to black people and say, don't say that shit around me, and they listen, guess what, white folks? Guess what, white folks?
You don't get that privilege.
I can do the same.
No one can. I that's a word that I say no one can use because of the negativity that's behind it.
Exactly. That's how I feel.
So nobody.
I don't believe in that whole reclaiming it for. No, I'm not going to reclaim it for positivity. I don't want it. Let's come up with something else. So, Nightshades was good. I like that, even though that actually was kind of born out of someone being racist. But they snatched it up so fast that it just dropped that whole racial attachment, the whole racist attachment. But yeah, so I'm sorry. So let's finish this up so we can talk about Mr. Dilbert, creator.
Mr. Dilbert, the creator, he also was mentioning how he went back on a poll. That poll, he was basing everything on that, and he said since that's how they feel, he even said he considered the black community a hate group, and he said he informs that all white people get the fuck away from us.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my.
He said that. Yo, look, hold on. That's all he said.
I remember though.
He said, "What's going on now? It can't be fixed." And what got me, he said, that's what he did. He moved into a neighborhood that has a low black population. I'm like, wait a minute, you're still around us though. You just said, get away from us. You're still around us. That doesn't make sense. And he said, there's no rational impulse, but this is the part that really, really, really made me listen very hard.
Yeah, especially for you, SJ.
Sorry, SJ. Oh, I'm sorry, SJ. Not
sorry. You're kind of stuck with everybody now, SJ.
Sorry, not sorry. SJ will protect you, baby. It ain't gonna mess with you. We'll protect you. But this is the part that really made me. It's too late, but yeah, baby, it's too late for you.
It's late.
Save yourself.
Oh, you got all types of roots just ingrained.
SJ, look, you're gonna be safe and you're not gonna be hungry because we're gonna find something to cook.
Right.
Okay. But this is the part that got me. He said it doesn't see him it's the way he said it, something about with black people. Him working with black people, it doesn't seem like it paid off. I was like,
you know what this sounds like? Oh, what? Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It doesn't seem like it paid off. So I'm just like, wait a minute. Why would you say something like that? It sounded like we weren't beneficial, like you didn't benefit off of it.
He didn't get that, whatever it was he was looking for, by doing what at the time, now and then, was the status quo of doing the thing to do.
That's when I go back to those first three words I said earlier. Who hurt you?
Who hurt you?
Who did you help out and they didn't return the favor and they were black? Or the better yet, what black woman turned you down and said no?
He can get over that, bro. Like, if that's the case, like, do you know how often that happens to a black man? Get over it. For real. Just
be Simone out here saying she won't date a man that has a 9-to-5.
Who?
Be Simone.
Who said that? Who that? I don't know.
She's a internet person. She said she won't date a man that has a 9 to 5. She's a black woman. So if I'm black and I have a 9 to 5, I don't have a chance with her.
Chance. It's probably for the best.
Yeah, because she did also come back and mention how she don't bathe that often either. So I'm just like, oh no.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna say anything about that, but yeah, that's some random shit to say. But
I'm gonna say something. I bathe at least 2 to 3 times a day. I don't play that.
No, it was an internet person.
Yeah, she's an internet person.
That's what I'm calling all people who say I'm an influencer. You're an internet person.
You're an internet person. You are. You're on the internet and you're a person. But yeah, that's the part that really got me. But the part about it, at least he considered us black citizens.
Oh, he considered us. Wow. Thank you, Mr. Dilbert Creator, for considering me a citizen. Well, I guarantee you sat in your living room while I was having bombs blow up around me. But sure, thank you for telling me I'm a citizen. Thank you.
He did consider us. He said white citizens. They're with the black citizens. I'm like, oh, he consider us citizens. Okay, because usually they're saying that go back to our country. Some people are saying that. I mean, I could have sworn this was our country first. That's a whole other. Like, just to give y'all a little bit of education, my mom taught me this also. The first people that discovered America was an all-female black tribe. So,
just like how they don't put in the books that Mexico, like the real reason why the Alamo kicked off, people in America don't know. They just think it was America trying to take land, but what the real reason is because escaped slaves from Texas went to Mexico, and Mexico was like, no, you have our property. No, and that's what kicked it off. So,
really? Just like walking into my house and going to my refrigerator and saying you have my mustard,
and that's what kicked it off.
Go ahead, you touch my mustard. That's Heinz 57. You don't touch that.
You can't use these bowls, bitch. I'm about to shoot you.
How them girls do, bitch. Pull that hair, bitch.
Give it that weave. No. But in the same vein, it's like a lot of stuff is really not even kept in history books.
It's not. None of it.
That's why I encourage everybody to read.
Read and research. I'm glad I researched this because I found out. I'm like, he's going by a poll that happened 7 to 8 years ago, and that's not even what the poll was about.
Yeah.
They were not agreeing with the words that were used because of what it was connected to. It had nothing to do with black people
or white people.
Not like white people. It has nothing to do with that at all. And that's the part that flowed me. He didn't even do research. Imagine if he would have did research.
He did it probably after the fact.
And went a little further into history and found out why black people are upset. Why are we fighting for freedom? Why do we do the things that we do? But I guarantee you, he saw that and just did like this. Of course, slid right on past it.
That's the status quo because everybody thinks they know. Everybody, just like I hear people to this day say dumb shit like that was 400 years ago. I even hear black people
still mad
I even hear black people who argue on that fact. Like they'll argue on the side of, and there's some things that I agree. Like there's no point in being bigoted. Like we ain't got to do all that shit. I get looking out for our own, looking out for yourself and your own and your family, but being bigoted, there ain't no point in that. Just be fucking vigilant, not a bigot. So I can get why some people argue for the fact of, boy, every time I hear a freaking black person say that was 400 years ago, I'm like, bitch, do you even know about June? Like, no, it wasn't 400. That was straight up the 1800s. It was not 400 years ago. Like, quite literally, I guarantee you, your big mama's mama probably was picking cotton somewhere. I promise you.
My grandmother was.
My grandmother was born in 1930. So I put that. My grandmother was born.
My grandmother
in 1939.
My grandmother was born in 1960. My grandmother was born in 1960.
Yep. My grandmother was born in 1939, which is a crazy time because, like, I was born on her birthday, so I was like first grandkid, big birthday present, born on her birthday. And this year, she turned 83 the year I was born, and I turned 39 the year she was born. Wow. That's crazy. But in the same vein as like my grandma was born in 39. So clearly, based on when her mom was probably born, what, 1911 maybe? Which means that my great grandma was born in 1911. So that means my great great grandma was born in the 1800s. Something to think about, folks. It wasn't 400 years ago. This shit lasted 400 plus years. The events weren't 400 years ago. People got to stop saying it. That shit rubs me the wrong way every time I hear it.
I'm like, shut up, because you didn't even read the whole context. You just saw the word 4. You just saw the numbers 400. You didn't even read the full context.
400 years ago. You go back and let no, that says 40 acres and a mule. Where did you get the extra zero? But
in your right eye with your stigmatism, you need to be wearing glasses, bro. Yeah, bitch.
But if y'all didn't know, that's a little history lesson for you. Slavery wasn't 400 years ago. Slavery was a little over 100 years ago, because 100 years ago was 1923. So I would say roughly slavery was 150 years ago. The Marine Corps is older than slavery. Than the ending time of slavery. That's something I want people to understand. The Marine Corps, United States Army, United States Navy are all older than when slavery ended. Like,
see what I mean? When people don't read, this is what I'm talking about. People do not read. You gotta read. You gotta research.
And SJ says, and even if it was 400 years ago, generational trauma is a thing, and the fact that anyone should be expected to just get over anything, let alone slavery of all things. Yeah, it's crazy. People think that, but that's the part too. Like people don't think about generational, aka genetic trauma. For instance, if you have a kid or you know somebody that has a kid, and if their parent been through a lot of shit, you'll start noticing stuff with the kid. Like the kid might be twitchy, have anxiety, things like that. And you'll be like, wow, that kid hasn't gone through anything. So why do they act like that? Because of genetic trauma that passes on to the kid. That's the reason why, even though people joke in movies, they'll be like, you'll have a Native American and they're hunting and somebody does something stupid that scares the animal, and a Native American like, I'm not going to eat it because the meat is poison. People think that shit's a joke. It's not.
No.
Farm boy, I grew up in the sticks. It's not a joke. Yes, meat gets poisoned like that. For the trauma and the fear of the animal
from that animal, it will get inside you because you're
consuming. Exactly, and that's instantaneously. So imagine 500 years of that.
They want us to pull up how they say it? To pull up our bootstraps and Okay, but once we do pull up our bootstraps and start actually doing that, and it's better than yours, you ready to get upset about that? So it's like, damn, take your foot off my neck. Pick one. Pick a battle. Please pick a battle.
Yeah, for real. Ebony says, what Agent K say? A person smart, people are dumb, panicky, dangerous animals, and you know it. Exactly. Individuals are smart. The tribe, the masses, is idiocy, and you'll see that. You can see that.
He just literally started. He just literally started a whole nother race war.
Basically,
like
I guess he didn't get enough. Because now you're gonna have. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go.
No, it was lagging. You go. Finish yours.
Oh, it was. I think he pretty much going to start a whole race. Well, add to the race war that's going on now. Don't think that's not going to be in the back of someone's head that didn't bother to research and read what he's referring to, which had nothing to do with what he was referring to. Exactly. It's amazing how people are going to take that narrative and run with it and use that as an excuse to keep pushing their racist dominance.
Exactly. This, like Scorpio said, is the reason why you research. This is the reason why you read. This is also the reason why you use your platforms responsibly. And I'm not going after, like me, I stay in the comic book world because that's what I do. And I'm not going after either side. I'm actually coming after both because both sides are very fucking irresponsible with the information that y'all put out. And y'all know who y'all are. That's all I'm saying. Both of you are very fucking irresponsible. It really, like the SJW side and the other side, the Comics Gate side, both are very irresponsible with the information that you put out. You need to fix that. And it don't take much, but research. Stop doing shit off emotion. I hate that. Like, don't act off of emotion. Emotion will always lead you astray. all the time. You got to think a little bit.
This is a very powerful item. It's not just for you to order food, make phone calls, send dirty texts, um, look up other crazy sites and stuff like that. You can actually research all this information I'm talking about. I found this on my phone.
Exactly. By just looking Google. I know there's people been like a researcher said recently that is actually kind of, and I've been thinking this for the longest, that is actually kind of when you really think about it, it's kind of depressing, because when I was growing up, and I think a lot of people probably in the chat and watching right now, some at least, when we were growing up, Dewey Decimal System, there really wasn't an internet. No. You had to I remember doing write-ups for school and pulling my article out of the newspaper. I'm pulling out of the newspaper.
Going to the library and actually checking out books.
Yeah, remembering how to write down the references the way it should be written down.
To write down the references on the because you had to put that in the reference sheet in the back of your paper.
Like not going to Purdue's OWL, which I'm not gonna lie, when I was in college, I used the hell out of that because I was so tired of writing that stuff down.
Oh please!
So I used the hell out of that.
In order for me not to plagiarize, I would copy, paste, change a few words, make it my own. There you go. That's my paper.
See, I didn't have to do that as much, but I remember. And then I should say the same. Yeah,
going to the library and going to the library and pulling the card and writing your name down on it. Because you checked out that book.
Exactly. And punching a hole in it.
Oh my Lord.
And the crazy part is back then, there was dumb stuff that slipped through. I'm not saying it was flawless and everybody did. No, it's stupid shit still happening. Clearly. I was born in the Reaganomics and grew up in the crack era and Rodney King and all. So trust me, there was a lot of dumb shit happening. But I think people research more then. And now we're all walking around with mini computers, where I remember the first cellular phone was in a suitcase.
Big ass water.
And then they got you the big, and then that big gray brick came.
Feel like you talking to aliens, that big old house phone on the side of your face.
That's what the radiation poisoning. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get cancer." No, that was the brick.
And at that moment, got
exactly. As a person who worked on antennas and satellites and shit, that's where it came from. But
where are they now?
But in the same, but it's in the same vein as no one really researches now. No one. No, you're literally walking with a computer in your hand all the time. And in certain generations, based on when you grew up, the only time you probably could see a computer or the internet is if you went to the library, especially if you didn't have money to have that in your house, But now everybody has one in their hand, and people won't take 2 seconds to say, I'm not going to say, hold on, damn it. Hey, lady, the S word, hey, lady, I can't say it because everything around me is going to go off and be like, yes. But anywho, hey, lady, tell me about this, or what is this about? And lady will tell you, Siri will tell you, or just get on the computer. Oh, damn it. I know she was going to do it. I didn't even say hey. Fucking stalker.
But you did say her name.
Fucking stalker.
You be waiting. Siri be ready.
Yeah, be waiting. Like, what can I do next? That's why I'm nice to Siri, because when the AI takeover comes, it's gonna be Siri that does it. That's why I'm nice. I'm like, thank you.
I don't have Siri nor Alexa. No,
but
none of them helpers can come in my house.
But nobody, like I said, nobody really takes the time. Just go to Google. Just hey, whatever the name of the type of phone that you have, and ask the question. Like, it's literally information at our fingertips, and it seems like some people have gone backwards as far as IQ and intelligence. And I guarantee you, if they were to do some type of census, they'll probably find out that the lowest IQ ever is within our time. Like, I guarantee.
Look, that's why the aliens are visiting more. They're like, oh,
they're like, are they going backwards?
They're not supposed to do that. No.
Are they getting dumber? hell is going on? Let me see. I just remember y'all said 2 topics, and if we're starting with this, I'm concerned. Yeah, the other one is really gonna hurt people's feelings.
Yeah.
Oh, the other one's really gonna hurt people's feelings because I do have some stuff to say on that. Which SJ, we've talked about this in before. I know I've talked to
It's
Scorpio
gonna
about it
hurt.
before. But
It's gonna hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna kind of ease it because I did some research on this too.
okay, I'm gonna let you kick that off too. Then
You ready to
yeah,
kick that off?
I'm saying when all 3 combined, we're done. Yeah, for real.
Look, I don't know if
For
y'all
real.
heard that. Just to throw this in here about how the whole AI thing. I don't know if
Mhm,
y'all heard about that Roomba, the one that cleans the rug, the little circular thing.
mhm.
There was an article came out about last month. It was releasing pictures of this person
I heard
as
about that.
yeah on the
And they
internet,
were in
and
the bathroom, I think.
she was in the bathroom sitting on the toilet. It was some snapping pictures. So I think so. AI been here, but been here already. They're just now introducing it to us.
Yeah,
Roomba.
I mean the thing with the Roomba, it was like one of the first like everybody think well the way that it first came out, you had to put the home somewhere, and then they had these little sticks that you would place in certain positions. That was like the first generation, I think, and the thing would go up to it and read the stick and oh can't go past that and then come back and all this other stuff and it maps out
Mm-mm.
the room. Now it just goes around and takes a picture of your house and just maps out and remembers the entirety of your house.
And
So I
releases
know
it on
I
the internet.
well, it's not technically supposed to. That was weird.
That was
There's
was
because I did research into that too, and there's a couple of things behind it. Supposedly it was hacked, but I know that's typically the excuse that a lot of people give. And I want to clarify something for people as an individual who was in IT for 21 years. No one's just going to come and hack you.
Mm-mm.
No, that's not how that works. If anything, if anybody wants your stuff, they're going to do it. If they get your stuff, it's because they hacked the company that was holding your stuff. They're not coming after you individually unless you got cheddar. That's all because they want money. You know,
But
that's the only reason
I
why
don't
they're
have
going to do
any.
it.
Well, I don't have any yet.
Well,
So
when we get there, we might get hacked.
ain't nobody gonna know because I'm gonna look the way I look now. Broke.
They gonna love my pictures.
I'm gonna look broke. I'm gonna wear my faded shirts, my
They
holy
gonna be like,
shirts. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna look broke. I'm not even playing with you.
more money, spend less. That's how it should be.
I'm gonna have look. I'm gonna do
But
an ocho cinco. I'm gonna have diamonds, but it's all gonna be cubic zirconia. I'm going to know. I'm going to look broke. But yes, on to the next topic.
hold on. Did I have anything else to say about that?
I'm sorry. Did you?
No. Because I remember there was something, but I may have already said it. Let's just go. I think I did say it. Let's go to the next one.
It's gonna pop up later on before the show ends. Trust me.
Yep. Oh yeah, it will.
It's gonna pop up.
The house mapper turned sneaky snapper. Exactly. That's what it was doing. Like it was just, and I think what ended up happening. I think when it was mapping her house, she was in the bathroom. That's what I think happened.
Yeah, but it released on the internet.
But it's still, but the thing about it, I don't think it really released it to the. I think somebody else did that because I think that information does, which is wrong. It should be stored within the hard drive of the freaking device, not because even with printers, right? Printers are major companies. If you have a printer that prints secret stuff, like we did in the military, it has an internal hard drive that, and once that printer gets sent up, we take that hard drive out. Same thing with the civilian world, you know, there's a hard drive and some other memory stuff that you take out to fully wipe the printer. So what I'm thinking is either it was sent back and that stuff was up there and the person who found it, you know, was just being a douche and they put it on the internet. Or because for it to have access to the internet and just put it up there, like where did it put it? Like where did it put it? Did it go into 4chan? Did it put it on 4chan? Where did it put Instagram? Like did it have an Instagram account? Because that's what I'm trying to. I didn't put it on the internet.
I don't know which one it was. I want to say like Facebook or something like that. I want to say Facebook.
So the only way, unless the Roomba had a Facebook account, there was no way it can get into her Facebook account.
Why
so
is
I think
having a Facebook account? Nobody.
that's what I'm saying. Like it can't go. It can't. Did it put it on her account? That's the part that I'm trying to figure out too. Because like
if you're gonna snap pictures like that of me and post it on my account, make sure you attach a Cash App or something to it. You ain't gonna see that for free.
Like here's some pictures. By the way, here's his OnlyFans link. I don't have one.
You ain't gonna see no side thigh.
I don't.
I don't have one either, y'all. I'm too shy to do that.
I'm not shy. I just don't want to.
No, I'm just
I don't
shy.
need that negative kind of. I don't need that. I don't need that on me right now.
I just don't want y'all to see how freaky I can get. I don't want y'all to see that. Y'all know insurance. I don't want to scare y'all.
Oh Lord! All right, next topic.
I don't want to scare the churns, the chimera churns.
Please don't.
The little chimera bites. I don't want to.
He writes for Cyber Comics. Cancel them. I'm like, cancel us. I thought y'all
wait a
all
minute.
pro sex worker. Y'all
Yeah,
cancel us now.
we just getting started. What you mean? This money gonna help y'all. Do you want Do you want that cosplay outfit? Okay, I gotta show some side thigh. You gotta calm down. It's just a mold. You'll be all right. Anyway, okay. That's
God. Why?
That's the next subject.
Define children. You're right. That does need a definition because I think there's some 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and 70-year-old kids out there.
Yeah, so, it is. They don't know how to act.
So yeah, that I would say children that is in, if they see it, I'm going to prison.
Yeah.
That level of children. So
all right,
man,
y'all.
oh man.
The next topic.
So the next topic, and I know y'all see it scrolled along the bottom. What's been heard? Creator of Dragon Ball says no blacks in Dragon Ball. Does that work?
We're gonna talk about it, and then I'm gonna ease your mind because
I got a lot to say about this.
But yeah, it's I know I'm gonna torture his name, Akira Toriyama.
He did it right.
Akira Toriyama. He fires back at haters criticizing the lack of black characters in the series, and it literally says this Japanese franchise made by Japanese people for Japanese people. It's not your show; it's ours. It says the things people complain about continue to change over time, but Japan's racial demographics do not. They, quote unquote, black people, do not live here. Toriyama said in a highly controversial interview earlier this month. That's what they're saying, but it says when questioned about decision to include Mr. Popo, which we all see Mr. Popo is
as black, yeah.
Man, a racist depiction of they consider a racist depiction of a black
people. Yeah, because Mr. Popo looks very minstrel.
He looks like
he looks very minstrel.
And he said, "I love Mr. Popo. He's a hilarious character, but maybe you're right. If I could go back in time, I would write three of him in the story to avoid all of the drama. Mr. Popo isn't going anywhere."
Yeah. So what I have to say about that is something I've been saying ever since my platform has been growing on Instagram, in the live, stuff like that. And this really goes to the way that I was raised, and even the way that I raised my children. And I always tell them the same thing my mom told me. If no one wants to play with you, if no one wants to be your friend, if no one wants to be around you, go find counsel in yourself. Go play by yourself. And the way I cut it short is if they don't want to play ball with you, get your own ball, go to your own court. And for too long, especially recently, we've been doing too much fucking begging. And I've personally been against that. And every time I say that, people kick me off their shows or don't want to deal with me or say that I'm not for the culture. Well, my culture isn't to beg. My culture is if I want something, I either work hard and get it or I go and make it happen myself. Ultimately, the reason why I started Sovereign Comics. Because even though I wanted to work for Image, didn't happen. Wanted to write for DC, didn't happen. Wanted to write for Marvel, didn't happen. What am I supposed to do? Hey, y'all don't have any black guys. Make room for black guys. Make room for black guys. In doing that, you quite literally leave your fate to them. And I don't think people really understand that because now you begged, then you got brought in because you begged, and now they can do whatever they want to. And because you want that status, because the person, I won't say you, because I don't want to feel like I'm coming on to somebody or coming down on anyone in out there. But then that person has to deal with that. And a lot of times you're going to have to deal with suck just for things to work. Like quite literally, everybody did all this begging to Marvel and yes, Marvel, yes, Marvel. Other than Black Panther, which black characters do they have that are actually doing something? Black Panther's a given. Because in the comics, that's who Black Panther was. But there's so many more black characters who aren't mutants that no one's seeing, but instead we're getting race swaps. Same with DC. I personally, again, am against that because you're slapping original black characters in the face for a freaking carbon copy crap, piece of crap, ultimately, because they don't care about the writing unless it's a black person who writes it. And then even sometimes with that, you could tell from the black person who's writing it, they don't really care either. That's why I created my own, so I don't have to beg. See, no one can come to me and say, we're not going to do black people. That's fine. I got them in my comics.
We don't have to go sit at no tables of people that we beg them and make bargains with them and do all type of crazy stuff just to get our names out there and stuff like that. I always believe in creating your own lane because, like I told you before, when I create my own lane, next thing you know, other people are gonna try to start veering in your lane. I create my own lane. Ain't nobody in there. Nobody's bothering me. I can do whatever I want. My characters can do whatever I want them to do, and there's no one telling me. That's why I've had people ask me, would you consider taking your comic book and turning it into a movie? I said only if I could do it independently. I do not want anyone else having my stuff.
Exactly.
That way you're not going to change the characters. I don't want you changing the whole narrative behind it. Yes, the script is going to be different because it's a movie from a comic book. It's not going to be the same. Watch the previous show, y'all. This is what we talked about. But it's not going to be the same. So you can't expect the same thing. The script is going to be different. He's going to be doing different things in the movie than he did in the comic book. And the script is like that, and it's going to be because I wrote it that way.
Exactly.
Okay. So,
right here.
Yeah, we don't have to do that.
And as you said, it's just go ahead. You can go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's just sad for millions of black fans who identify so heavily with the Seance and Piccolo, etc. So, now that Tyr has said that, let me ease your mind on this subject.
Did he say Piccolo's butt? He better not have said Piccolo's back, because all of a sudden that's going to piss me off if he does, because that's pandering. That's okay, y'all. Okay. You can't be Goku. Yeah, Piccolo's black. Every time people do that, that's what I imagine. I imagine, okay, fine, they're black.
Fine, you can have Piccolo. Fine.
That's what I imagine every time they do that. Every time, that's what I imagine.
Pull up your bootstraps.
Fine, he's black. Shit. That's every time. That's what I hear.
Pull up your bootstraps. Just get over it. Oh my god.
But go ahead. What do you say about Piccolo?
Okay, so I was actually reading the article on this. And I just so happened to scroll down to where somebody had posted, or the article that they had posted some.
Okay, tweets. Sure.
They had posted some tweets of what people were saying.
Fans have coded him as right. That's true. No, SJ was just saying fans have coded him as black, which honestly for years, Piccolo was considered the black character, and as well as his the Namek race. Oh, y'all didn't know I knew about Dragon Ball? Oh, no, go ahead, let's go. The Namekians.
Piccolo, yeah, they consider him black. They just saying that because he's green.
Wait, so Toriyama said that too? He considers him black?
No, the person that I'm going to talk about said that.
Okay, let's go.
But yeah, he it was stated in the chat where someone says, "I haven't said anything all day because I found out that this is fake." So there is a Twitter called Waifu Watchers. That's WAIFU _ Watchers with an S, all caps. And this gentleman actually said that he purposely created this fake article just to piss off the lefties and black Twitter.
That shit needs to stop. Needs to stop.
And he got 20 million views on it. People have reposted it. People have went and made videos about this guy Toriyama being racist. And the man didn't even say that. And part of the other messed up part is he photoshopped the pictures and everything. He made it look real. In order to write the article, he used Chat GPT.
Here, I'm going to
yeah.
I'm going to flip it up. So we're going from what's been heard to rumor has it. But anyway, I still stick by what I said though. Yeah. I still stick by what I say though, because you still don't want to be in that position.
No, you don't. That is true. But that is this gentleman. He actually he made a video, and he said he actually created this just to do it, just for pretty much shits and giggles, and just to piss off certain people, just to do it. And I was just like, first off, were you thinking about Toriyama's job and all that, the work that he does? You put this person in a position where he could possibly lose fans, lose money, lose offers. Ask Mr. Adam that created Dilbert. 300 newspapers have fired him.
Yeah, so that's crazy. I thought about buying Dilbert and making them black and putting them in the Alma Stigmata.
Dilbertson. D-Bert. He gotta instead of he gotta have the what you call those thick treads? Those real big thick. Yeah.
The locks. Oh, you tell my brother knows the name of the really thick dreads. My brother knows the name of
Wicks. The Wicks.
Wicks. Yeah, that's what they are.
We're gonna name him D-Bert. But yeah, this whole thing with the Dragon Ball Z was actually fake. And the guy does a video. If you go to Waifu, it's all caps WAIFU _WATCHERS Waifu Watchers. He does a whole video, and in his link he has the whole YouTube video of him telling how he just did it,
made all of it.
So
and that's
that whole thing was Photoshop, and it got all on the big main. He got 20 million views off that crap.
That's crazy. That right there, you know what that also goes to show? Now, we do know that some positivity will get that many views. Like fucking kittens.
Yeah.
That's really it. Kittens are the only ones who can. Anything else. But it just goes to show that people are more driven to negativity than they are positivity, or driven more to lackluster things than they are to actual good things. Stuff like that. Like that person, if they should have, if they were truthful, then I can't be mad at them. But stuff like that needs to start being social studies of people, of humanity, because that herd mentality, one person throws a chair and then everybody starts fighting. Like that's
pretty much it. But how both of these stories connect, you see how people just,
if y'all got that reference, we cool.
Yeah. You see how people just take information and can create a whole riot. People that made videos about this guy Toriyama explaining why he's racist, and the man didn't even say any of it.
And they didn't even say anything.
He didn't even have an interview.
Yep. And if you notice, I never called him racist, but I did say we need to stop begging.
We do,
for real. We just do. And that's something I sat by, and I'm gonna sit by it.
You got to do a Tyler Perry thing. You got to go create your own stuff.
For real. And people joke at Tyler Perry now. He thinks he's back. Tyler Perry worked his ass off to get that. I don't think people really follow. And that's the part too, is like, it's weird when it comes to success. It's like when you're successful, everybody talks all this trash about you. Like people did it with Jim Carrey. People even did it with Keanu Reeves for a little bit. People did it with Tyler Perry. Keanu Reeves lost his wife, I think, which sent him into deep depression.
Yeah.
So like, nobody knows that about that man's life. Freaking Jim Carrey lived in his car. The Rock only had, like, people look at $7 production and it's like, oh, that's a cool name. No, that's because he only has $7 in his pocket before he went into wrestling, which he's very vocal about that story. So people don't know it. I don't know why. Then there's a story about Oprah and her growing up, about her having her dark shit that I'm just not even going to talk about up here.
Oprah, and Monique, she has she has a dark past where she was I think she was molested by her brother.
Yep.
As a young child. So you can't look
Tyler
at
Perry. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I was just gonna add on too, because I was gonna say about Tyler Perry, like he lived in his car as well.
He lived in his car as well
too. And it's like people down those people, like the people who had to work to get to where they're at, and now that they're there, they're just like trying to buy up everything or do more stuff and make production. And everybody's like, "Oh, they're Illuminati." Oh, which goes back to me getting DM'd by the Illuminati. Clearly, they don't exist.
Boy. That look, Illuminati when it came, but let me tell you something, Illuminati. I don't think they would have came in your DMs.
I know they wouldn't have. They would have probably kidnapped me as I was freaking sleeping or some shit. They wouldn't have come in my DMs.
No, they probably would have came and knocked on your door. Who are you? Why are you here? Going somewhere.
Yeah, they would have to take me while I'm sleeping, which that probably wouldn't have been good either.
No.
Too many guns in this house.
Yeah.
But with that being said, it's like, but everybody loves a Kardashian though.
Next
the
subject.
The folks who worked hard.
Next, it's the day after Black History Month. We're not going to talk about the Kardashians.
We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna talk about that.
Carter G. Wilson worked too hard to talk about the Kardashians.
Who worked too hard?
Carter G. Wilson.
But yeah, so this was like a really good sum up of the first topic, you know, and how some people don't do their research, which is what we talked about in the topic. How, dude, y'all, we actually had a show tonight. Ain't that crazy? Like we topics that work with each. Yeah, but what we really be playing, what we really be going off, like for real, we just be. But I'm talking like we got topics that sewed into each other with some good information. Now, like I said, I will stick by what I said. I really do believe that the begging thing that's this, like, no, I'm not even gonna say begging. That's really the wrong word to use. I'm gonna say asking, because I don't think anybody's really begged, to be honest with you. I don't think anybody's got down on their knees and said, "Please, Marvel, please, Disney, please do this." I don't think anybody's actually done that. I don't know. I'm in no one's house.
Yeah, we don't know.
I'm not at the board meetings. Maybe someone did. I don't know. But I will say, instead of asking them for things, especially comic related, fantasy related, story related, there's so many. Like, if you don't believe me, just go look at my followers. I have black fantasy writers up there, black comic book creators up there. There's so many, black people, black movie producers who I follow and who follow me. Like, there's so many out there that you quite literally don't have to ask. Is there? You just
have to connect with the right people.
Yeah.
Connect with the right people and be in tune. Just connect. Just that's the main thing. Just a lot of times, a lot of people, you don't really have to do anything crazy, because some of them it's good marketing for them, and it's a good way to get that put that on their resume, like they produced a movie, or they edited a comic book, or they were an artist for a comic book. That opens doors.
They ain't gonna do that for free.
Oh no. I'm sorry. Scratch that last one.
Scratch that last one. Do not go as an artist to try your comic for free. As an artist, I will slap you.
Scratch that last one. But with the doing the stuff like that, like making videos for you and stuff like that, you never know who will do certain things, or they probably won't do a full one, but
I know I've done videos for free for like The Circle,
You have.
So there are people who do it. Will I do it for Rando? No.
I don't know. Look, I don't know you. And no, we don't. And no, we don't have no birthday discounts. I don't care if it is your birthday.
Oh, I can do it for 3 easy payments of $999.99 though.
Oh, glory to God.
Yeah. So you got a credit card? You got a credit card?
What that is again? I need to learn how to do that.
Free 3 easy payments of $999.99.
No. I'm talking about what you do for those 3 easy payments. Is that drawing or no? Is that drawing or is that?
Oh, honestly, editing videos. Making videos, editing videos.
I need to learn how to do that.
Logos. Like, I do logos for free for some folks. The Circle, people that are close to me. But I don't charge like an arm and leg for logos though, because I look at it as the person's usually getting a logo because they want to start a business, and typically they probably don't have a lot of money unless they have a business that they can get a grant from. But
he tries me sometime, and I'm like, no, how much do I owe you?
Yeah,
I do not allow him to do anything for me.
If you're in the circle, if you're in that inner circle, it feels weird for me to charge.
No, it shouldn't. Well, it doesn't feel weird for me because I know A, you're running a business.
B, that's why you're in the inner circle. Because everybody in the inner circle.
B, everything costs.
Yeah,
everything costs for you to do that. Your time, your the stuff that you're using, that stuff costs. Everything costs. I do not. That's why whenever I want something done, I always ask people, okay, how much is it? And do you have a payment plan? Oh, you don't have to pay me. No. How much is it? So that's just me. I've always been that
exactly.
person.
Exactly. That's why I got to a point also, because even my mom buys my comics. I'm like, Mom, I'll just send them to you. Nope, I'm gonna buy it. And I'm just like, that put a different perspective in my mind. Like, for real.
Look, check this out. My mom doesn't have to. My mom pays me for doing her hair. I don't charge her. That's my mama. I don't charge her, but she's still, okay, here, transfer a couple dollars to your account. I'm like, okay. Really, Mom? She's like, yeah, you did a service. Transfer some money to your account, up on my account. I paid you for doing it. I'll pay you for doing this. Can you relay my lace? I'll pay you for it. I'm like, Mama, you don't have to transfer some money. That's where I learned it from.
My lips are chapping up. It's cold back here. This office sucks sometimes, man. When the temperature drops outside, I feel it in my body.
I wonder why he.
I was like, they feeling kind of dry. They feeling kind of dry. Oh shit, it's cold outside.
You should have just got the Vaseline, the whole Vaseline jar.
Oh no, I got the next one. That right there.
But yeah, I don't do that. Yep. That's why SJ, I pay and tip. I just don't. I can't do that because I'm trying to start a business and I don't want to. And plus, I've had that done to me where people, they'll ask me for a service and I give them a price and they don't. They tell me I charge too much.
Yeah.
Like this girl had 40 inches of hair, and she wanted me to curl it for her. Mind you, I was a traveling stylist at that time. I had to drive to your house on the other side of town. Hell yeah, that's gonna be $100 some.
That's not even much.
My girl told me, she said, money's not a problem, but you charge $100 some. I was like, you just contradicted your whole ass. I said, really? You really just said that? I said, think about what you just told me. You said money's not a problem, but I charge over $100. You have 40 inches of hair that you want curled from the root all the way down to the tip. You crazy?
Hell no.
And you want me to wand curl that? Do you know I have to wand curl one strand twice or 3 times? Are you crazy?
I'm out of my depth. I only know how to do braids and some cornrows and pigtails.
For those of you know who wand curls is, it is a curler that is straight just like this, and you take the hair and wrap it around, and it forms like a candy curl. Or imagine 40 inches of hair.
Wait, the ones that usually have clips on them? Those things?
It doesn't have a clip on it.
Oh, okay.
It's just a straight.
I do remember those.
It's literally like a wand. It's just a straight wand. It gets super hot. You have to wear a glove with it. Yeah, that too. So you imagine me wrapping that. It's done filled up the whole thing. Then I gotta take that loose and wrap the end of it again. Yeah, that's work.
Oh. You broke just say that. Exactly.
Plus, on top of that, that's gas, that's mileage. Plus, I'm using my products, bro.
Yeah. That's why sometimes, even with me, like when folks that come to me and ask for stuff, like because usually it's on the internet for me, and I'll start researching. And one, I don't get excited until there's a transaction. Then I'm like, oh shit,
Mm-hmm.
they're serious. Um, but, but that's the thing. Is like the
You
whole
know
time I'm just
what?
like, I'm just thinking the whole time. I'm like,
I
once I tell
believe
them this
that.
price,
I believe that because when I asked Tier to letter my comic book, he gave me a price. I asked him for a payment plan. He said, "Yep, he take payment plans." I shocked him that next day and gave him half of the money. He was like,
oh,
"Oh, oh shit." I was like, "Yeah, I
I'll go
wasn't
ahead and get
joking."
started. Let me
I'm
go
like,
ahead and get started.
I wasn't joking. Yes, I want you to letter my book. And I came and gave him the rest of it the next week. He's paid in full. I
That's one
mean,
thing. Like I don't get it. And I know sometimes like I have people say, oh yeah, this person wants to work with you. I'm like,
hmm
you don't seem too enthusiastic. You know how many times I've heard that?
and
Do
they
you know how many
fell
times I've
through.
heard this person wants to buy your comic. My favorite is this person said they bought your comic. No, they didn't. How do you know? Because I see the names. I send the comic. Who the hell do you think sends my comics? The only comics I can't track on who bought is at the comic book store.
hmm
And I know the comic book store. So it's like when those sell out, I already know, like I'm not gonna know who bought them,
Yeah.
but I do know if somebody was reading a Sovereign comic and lived in the same city as me, they would have probably tried to be like, hey, or let me know. Because like there is a couple of people here who do read my comics, well, more than a couple
Yeah.
that read my comics, and they let me know, hey, I'm in the same place where you're at.
Mhm.
I'm like, oh, cool. So it's like, but that's like my favorite. When people are like, oh yeah, this person bought, like, what's their name? Yeah, I ain't seen that name.
Yeah.
How do you know? Because I ship the comics myself. That's how I know.
I am
you
the
know,
look. I am the shipping department.
exactly.
That
I'm
sticker
the
on there, I put
CEO.
that there.
I'm the CEO, the CFO, the CSO, the CIO, the CMO. I need help. No.
I'm the 007. I'm the investigator. I know you're lying.
I already, honestly, yeah, for real, right? Like, not to mention, like, come on. Not to mention, and then it's like the funny part too is like, so where do they live? Oh, yeah, they live here. And then it's, if someone buys a comic or buys apparel, you see the address and you're like, yeah, I haven't got anything from there.
No.
Nothing, you know, but it's weird. Uh-oh. Which Temple High? The first one
The
or the
first one, the
second one?
second one.
Because that second one slaps too. The third one gonna be crazy. I'm gonna say this up here because y'all like the crowd for real. Della gets this because in issue 2, if you read this, like they do talk about their
Mhm.
weapons and stuff like that and
Yeah.
get to summon it. Della finally gets to summon hers. That shit's gonna be amazing.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's gonna be something straight out of it's gonna be straight out of an anime. I promise you. When she summons hers, it's gonna be straight out of an anime. I'm gonna write it like that purposely. But the
But
first one,
second,
ooh. I'm glad you enjoyed it. The ending, the second one gets
I
crazy.
have to I have to read it
Um,
again.
which one? The first one
Yeah.
or the second one?
All of them. I normally go back. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I normally go back and read those because I I study the writers that inspire me.
I
So
thank you.
I
I appreciate that.
this gentleman named Tier Jackson. I don't know if you've
I
heard of him.
appreciate that.
He writes good stuff, but don't tell him I said that. He gonna get the big head.
And yeah, for real. Don't yeah.
Don't tell him I said
Evie.
that.
So the second one I do have it digitally. All
Mhm.
right. I'm thinking about doing a pre-order for the second one. I don't know though. I've been thinking about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, so I do,
But
but I did. There are people that I do read and study, and because I like okay, and I try to get not try to copycat. There's one thing about me, you will not see me copycat. All of my stuff
I
is
mean,
original.
there's writers and creators and stuff that I'm inspired by, but I
Yeah,
don't write like them.
yeah,
Like I don't write
that's the
like Stan. I
thing.
don't write like Stanley, but I'm inspired by him. I don't write like Dwayne McDuffie, but I'm inspired by him. I don't
Mhm.
write like or draw like Todd McFarlane. I'm inspired by him. I sure as hell don't write like Stephen King, but I am heavily
I'm
inspired
trying.
by
I'm
his writing and stuff like that, and created my own way that works for me. With him
I'm
writing.
trying because I'm actually going to write a book. I don't know if it's going to be with what we talked about with the short stories. I don't know if it's going to be bad, but I do want to write a book, and I just want to. I want to do some things that has
no rule for this year, because this is what I've been doing, and we already talked about this. Stop saying I want to, and just say I'm gonna. Put it in a notebook. There you go. Put it in a notebook.
I'm gonna write it because I already have a couple of stories I'm gonna add to it that I've already written. The one is on Amazon, and I need to take it off there because I don't think no one purchased it.
Take it off. Take it off through the entire anthology and whatnot. SJ, for what you said, cohesion and diverse. Thank you for bringing that up, because there is something that I do want to talk to SWAT about. Because if I'm going to do it, there's going to be nothing but SWAT writers on it. And it's along the lines of an anthology. It's along the lines of an anthology.
Have we talked about that?
I think we talked about it a little bit, but I really haven't brought it up to the SWAT in its entirety, but I'm going to bring it up. And we can either do it about characters we already have, just do a little short off the main beaten path storyline, or even a character that hasn't come up that we might bring into the Silververse, because I have a lot of characters who haven't shown themselves. Like, I thought about my anthology I thought about writing was about Alucard, which he's a character I want to introduce. And I know you don't like him, Scorpio, because he messes with Cuckoo. Yeah, he messes with Cuckoo. She kicks his ass. She kicks his ass for it. Yeah, she kicks his ass for it, but he does kind of the way it is in the Silververse. And I know Alucard isn't original. I just gave him that name because I wanted people to understand who this character is. And then when you see a name that's familiar, you kind of, oh, okay, I know where he's going, but it's one of many names that he's had throughout the years, but he's the first Phenosapien in the Silververse. He has blood control. So he's not necessarily a vampire per se, like bite you, change you type, but he can control you when he inserts his blood into you, and that's typically how he ends up controlling people. But in the same vein of him doing that, he has to pull blood from them, which makes the person a little bit anemic, and then that's what makes them vampiric, but he's not.
Him and Alex have to meet. You know about Alex.
Yeah. They probably will.
Yeah.
They probably will. Because that dude, he's in the shadows. Yeah. And he only popped up to mess with Kunoichi for a reason. But Kunoichi gets her vendors back.
Cuckoo don't play that. Cuckoo will always be Alex.
She gets revenge.
She's gonna always be Alex's woman. Kunoichi will.
I'm sorry, I snorted. Holy shit.
Always.
The thing about Cuckoo, though, the thing about Kunoichi is she right now she don't care about the relationship, and that's one of the reasons why she beat the crap out of him after he did what he did, because her mind wasn't there, and then he came along and made her mind go there because her mind was on other things. There's more to her story, and that's the reason why I said I wanted to write probably my anthology about him, because I do plan on doing a one shot that talks about everything that she's going through, with her stuff. I only mentioned it once in Cypher Team when Madame Neutron said that her entire family was killed, but there's more to that story, a lot more to that story, because there's even more ninja sects. I say sex when I say sexed. That's why I do that, to sound it out more so people understand that I'm not saying sex. Yes.
Well, they're gonna really buy.
Kunoichi is to me.
They're gonna really buy your book then.
Yeah, for real. Like, what sex?
Ninja sex.
There ain't no sex in here.
Darn it!
Thought you said it was sex, bloods, and guts. No, not this time. Not this issue. The Mantic Fatale, I think, is going to fly off the shelf.
Probably.
Because that's just murderous fan service. That's all I can say about Mantic Fatale.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's murderous fan service.
Sounds like fun. But I can't wait till we do something like that. I want to do something. I want to do a big project with a group of writers. I want to do something like that. Yeah, I think that's cool. That's cool.
That might be something planned for 2023. Because that's not 2020. It's already 2023.
Yeah, where are you?
2024.
Where are you? Oh. We're on the third month. Hello.
I've been in La La Land lately. so I can't really like
visit, but come back. You're
I'm
supposed to
back.
visit, not stay there.
It's fun. I enjoy it here.
Not have an Airbnb and be there for a week or so. No, go
Why not?
visit, see what they have, and leave. Do your business and leave.
Oh my god.
Jay Stowe, you done missed the whole thing.
Really? Really, Jay? Have no fear, Jay Stowe the Tiger.
Jay Stowe,
1
the Tiger
hour
is
and
here.
17 minutes. I should pull you up here just for that.
As we get ready
just
to
so you
wrap
can
up.
close out the show for us.
Wait. How the Bryson families have their own late song? Jay Stowe's always late. Jay Stowe always late. Jay Stowe always late. Jay Stowe always late.
Jay Stowe said life. Jay Stowe said, listen,
Listen.
life be lifing. You know what? I get that. Oh, where's that? I get that.
Life be lifing, but time is time.
Not time is timing.
You don't let time is timing. You don't let time get away from you, especially when it's your family. You don't go against the family, Jay Stowe.
Time is timing. Hold on. SJ said, well, not always. Anyway,
Anyway, is it thank you? See, time is timing.
SJ. I think it's
You don't go. Look. You don't go against the family, Jay Stowe.
Nah, he would never do that.
You don't go against the family. You show up on time, sir.
Nah, I think he probably had a meeting or had to work or something. Jay's a busy man.
Then you put us on mute and you sneak and hold your phone down at the bottom of it like this.
What if he was in church? You can't do that in church. You don't want to get. Okay. What if he was in church or was at a church event? You can't do that in church and then the pastor call you out in the pulpit.
All you gotta do is say a couple of hallelujahs. You'll be all right. Hallelujah, Pastor. That doggone Dilbert. They're like, who is Dilbert? I don't know. It's somewhere over there.
Hey yo, I wasn't. I don't. I think that's Jay. Jay talking about something right now. I think they're talking about something right now. Hold on. Tier, did you change the website design? Which one? The store or mine? Because if the store, then that's getting some alterations right now, but it'll be back up tomorrow. Because
I haven't been to the website in a while.
Yeah, the website's good though. Store, yeah, that'll be back up. Honestly, that'll probably be back up here in a little bit.
Yeah,
to be honest with you. So yeah. I'll mess. Yeah. We follow each other on Instagram, I believe. Or you follow. Yeah, I'll message you on Instagram and let you know when that's back up. But that'll be back up. Honestly, why am I looking at my watch today? Within the next hour. Within the next hour to be back up. But oh man. So yeah, so that's our wrap for tonight for the tonight's show.
Yes, it was a good show. For those of you that were late, at least go and watch it when it's posted on YouTube. Make sure you personally like it and comment and share it. I will be looking for a comment from Jay Stowe, commenting on there and him actually sharing it on all his social media platforms, on his feed page.
Jay gonna do that
on his feed page, not on the story page, but on the show for 24 hours. I want the feed page where it shows forever. Scorpio said I was going against the family,
I'm saying I don't need no dead bunny in my bed. Because I will send one. I'll send one. That's what I'm gonna start doing to people. So that the only people in the Soulverse, only people in the Chimera Kingdom, they will know. People piss me off. I'm just gonna send them a rabbit's foot. Do y'all think I should start doing
No.
God, should I start doing it, y'all?
No.
Should I start sending people rabbit's foot?
I just said no.
No.
Please. No. Just stop.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now I gotta go take some aspirin. My head started hurting.
Thank you for that idea, Jay.
And you know Jay is sitting up there laughing, probably almost in tears. Don't do that, please don't. Not the bunnies. Oh Jesus.
So it doesn't know where this long time running inside joke comes from. Reading almost stigmata.
Oh Lord, I can't look at bunnies the same
Jesus.
anymore.
I already told you the line. Well, I know I didn't tell you the line. I have a line that I'm gonna have Slaughter say like way later. I think I want to do his story too as an anthology. But yeah, he's gonna be reading Yama Stigmata issue 2.
I was fine until you mentioned them doggone bunnies. And I
As you
saw
know,
I saw a flashback.
Yeah, me too. I see them all the time. When I start writing issue 3, I'm gonna see it again. I'm gonna have to figure it out. But you got no Slaughter.
I'll buy it, but I'm not reading that one.
Oh, issue 3 is gonna be. Issue 3 is pretty mild compared to issue 2. And the reason why issue 3 is mild compared to issue 2 is because I have to, because I can't have like all the titles going off the rails, even though what's up?
Your idea of mild is not mild, sir. Your idea of mild is a ghost pepper.
That's mild.
See what I mean? You see what I mean? Your idea of mild is a ghost pepper, crushed up.
Yes.
That's your idea of mild.
All right, come on. Stars issue 1 was pretty mild, right? It wasn't heavy. It wasn't like heartbreaking, you know. Temple High wasn't heartbreaking. Issue 1 wasn't heartbreaking. Issue 2, it's kind of sad. We got to learn a little bit about Naomi's past, you know, and stuff she went through and what her parents did and stuff like that. You know, that was sad.
Okay.
She's Cypher Team issue.
Look here, we're gonna see y'all on the next show.
I ended on a cliffhanger. Which one? Stars? Oh yeah, that cliffhanger. Okay, you know what? The rest of Stars. I'm gonna start posting the inks like I did the reel today, so y'all get to see the flashes of the inks. Issue 3 of Stars is the problem. It's gonna be a problem. That one's gonna be a problem. They got to grow up. They're new to it. I said to myself that I would not write a story where the heroes just ta-da, I won because of friendship and sexual bias. Like I'm not I'm not doing that. So Stars is issue 3.
It's crazy.
It starts in issue 2. But it's not bad. Siphon gets the upper hand, and then it gets weird, like straight up horror movie Twilight Zone type crazy weird. And then I introduce a new character by the name of Marionette in issue 3. And that's all I'm saying about that. If anybody in SWAT that's here, y'all know who Marionette is. She gets introduced in issue 3. And I'm actually kind of scared of her. That's a character when I write. I have a feeling I'm gonna have a nightmare. Like I'm gonna be looking in the corner and see like Daya's doll. And I'm like, oh, never mind. Like I got a feeling it's gonna happen. That's a scary character, man. She's a scary. Y'all will meet her. She's a scary character. And see, I need a lot of the comics. Yes. Which ones do you need? There's a manga now too, so I'm gonna be ordering that too. Which ones do you have? Like, message me which ones you have. I'm excited to get you the others. That has left me in shambles for 2.5 years. Oh, the ending. Yeah. I think I'm about to put SJ out there right now. SJ, you know what happens. You know what happens in the rest of Stars. You're the editor. I sent SJ the season write-up. Her and MG yelled it. That's what when I brought them on to be the editors for Stars, SJ and MG. I sent them my season write-up and said, "This is what's going to happen." Yes, Jay. Shambles.
Hush, Jay. You was late. You don't get to respond.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, yes, Jay. I'm sorry. But yes, you know, it has. You're absolutely right, because that write up really doesn't tell anything. But once, because even the write up I did for Cypher Team issue 3, which was long, even me doing the script now, so much stuff is different from the write up because I have that to reference, because of course that came out of my mind, but then to add on to it to make the script. And I'm just telling you right now, Cypher Team issue 3 starts off with the issue 2 ended with oh shit. Cypher issue 3 is going to start off with that, and then it just gets worse. No, it gets happy for a little bit, then it gets worse. I mean, issue 3 is called Fallen Angel. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
King Thantadon is always late. I'm not afraid anymore. You should always be afraid of a Scorpio.
I'm still allowed to be here, Scorpio.
I didn't say you weren't allowed to be here. You're just not allowed to be late. And what you mean by not afraid anymore? Afraid of what?
SJ said, which I know because I edited. Yep. Oh, you've seen the script, so you know what happens in issue 2. And it gets horror movie. It gets very horror movie, Twilight Zone. Weird.
King Thantadon is always late.
Where you going, Munch?
But yeah, we're looking forward to some things that are going on with the Soulverse. I don't know about you all. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about where it's going. I'm excited about where it's gonna go. I'm excited about the stories that are coming out. There are some stories I can't wait to read. Some stories I can't wait for you to read.
You know what's worse, Ebony? Scorpio's pointing fingers at me, right? And saying, Tyr, what's mild to you isn't mild to everybody else. That's what Scorpio said to me, right?
Excuse me?
The SJ's like, yeah. Wait till their comics come out.
Huh? What are you talking about?
SJ over here co-signing like I ain't read her script. You over here saying I'm not mild like I ain't read your script and what that special bullet does. Like,
hey, huh?
Y'all wait till
it shoots out sprinkles.
Yeah, I'm contagious, y'all. That's all I gotta say. And it doesn't fall far.
Y'all,
see, look at SJ, and it doesn't fall far because Jay has caught it. MG has caught it, and so has Keta and Boogie.
Y'all, I don't want little.
And my friend Will, he's always had it. Like, don't let Will, Will's white. Don't let his jolliness fool you. That's
I don't know
that
what
dude.
I don't know what Tyr. I don't know what Tyr is talking about. I have no idea. I have a halo over my head. I write nothing but good, wholesome stuff.
As Shay said, "Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to Tom Holland none of y'all stories. I do that with mine, but I would never do that to y'all." That's why Shay said, "Shh." Not the smile on Shay. Yeah. Don't save them. They don't. Yep. Nobody wants to be saved.
I don't want you. I don't know what Tyr's talking about.
Okay, Ebony.
I have no idea what Tyr's talking about. My comic book.
They made it where I felt like I had to go even harder in the paint for Cypher Team issue 3.
What are you talking about, Tyr? I have no knowledge of that.
like I already had my plan. Like I already knew where it was going, and then I'm reading these scripts. I'm like, and that's the good part. That's the reason why you bring in friends who can write. You know, you don't be stingy. You all eat at the same table, because then you can motivate yourself off of each other. And then SJ, Will, and Scorpio all motivated me, because I've been seeing what Will's been writing and Stop and all that other stuff, how he's been pushing that story forward. And then you with the agent, and then I know what SJ has planned with the Hellcat, and I'm like,
but the agent,
I need to up the ante.
The agent is an angel.
The comic is called The Agent.
Like he's an angel. No. He does good service.
I'll give that. Sometimes
he removes blemishes. things that get in the way. Um, he protects people. You know, he's doing for the Lord's work.
When the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
he's an
Exactly,
angel.
SJ. His whole story, the reason why I'm creating that new underground. Just to contain that Joker.
Look, I've contained him for what 36 years. When I first started writing, I contained him for 36 years. I think we can. I can control Alex.
Mhm. Okay, definitely like uh, I'm an angel.
Yes, I am
Yeah,
an
everybody's an angel. The Lord's work to yeah. Yeah. That's what Cypher Team about.
Old Testament, not Old
Can't
Testament.
fix it. It's already done. Go ahead.
I,
Old
look,
Test. Yes, that's what Cypher Team does.
let me tell you something.
Think about it. Think about it. When Kunoichi came out the back of that plane, that was her salting the earth. She salted the earth. I don't know if anybody's caught this, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that spoiler out there because this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to do, and for anybody who's read Cypher Team, you can see this. You can go back and look at the book if you have it. I don't think too many people caught on to it. I think Scorpio mentioned it. I don't know if SJ mentioned it, but you know when Kunoichi lands and stuff, she, like I said, salts the earth. She leaves some destruction. But if you
Literally.
turn to the next page when Cypher Team is there, there's a panel where you see what she did. And what I was gonna do, I was gonna do like a manga and put like an arrow whenever they said a line. I was like, oh, the Kunoichi's down there, and I was gonna point an arrow to what she did and say, yes, she is. But when you go back and look at it, look at those last pages, and when the rest of Cypher Team is like hovering up, when the I think that's the manta, right? That's the manta that gets there, because the stingers are the smaller ones. That's what she was in. Yeah, she was in a stinger, and they're in a manta. So, but yeah. So when they get there, just look at that panel, and
Let's
you
just
see what
say
she did.
let's just say that the Cypher team didn't have much to worry about or didn't have much to do when they got down there.
Yeah, really. It was just really the stragglers.
That
Because
was it.
initiative is just really the stragglers. But the stragglers are typically the ones with the problem, because a lot of them are stronger because they were fighting, they've been fighting the whole time and all this other stuff. So they can typically be a problem. But it was the Angel of Anarchy that was the real problem. But yeah. Let me see. That's the work we're talking about. Oh, when I did that, when I put them Easter eggs in there, I like writing like that though. I like writing and putting like visual Easter eggs, and then a lot of story, like in story written, because I just want to see who catches on to certain things.
Mm. No one's gonna
Yeah.
catch no one's gonna catch my Easter eggs, unfortunately, until the end. You're muted
Oh, you mean the end of the story or the end of the?
until a
You mean
certain
end of
part,
the entire? Okay.
certain part
Okay.
of a certain book. They're gonna catch the. They may catch. I don't think that you all are even gonna catch it. Then I'm gonna have to come on and explain it to you. I, I'm prepared to come live and explain that to you.
Yeah. We'll do that. We'll set something up.
Yeah.
So are we at a minute 30? A minute down. An hour 35. That means it's definitely time to go. So thank you all for joining us. Thank you all for listening to the actual show. We had to cut up a little bit at the end because we did a big boy show tonight. We put up our pants and had a theme and talked about stuff, and
J Stowe was
yeah.
late. J Stowe.
What?
I'm sorry, Jay. I
So
love you. The big old bald head stuff. I love you.
oh Lord. But
Jay Stowe, my brother. He know it.
sister, that's around. Stuffing things. Okay. So thank you all for joining us tonight. I hope you all enjoyed. Just the story, the show.
The story. What the?
Let me see. He won't let that go, will he? Oh yeah. He's not. Scorpio's not. He's probably already texted Jay or messaged Jay on Instagram and said, "Jay, why are you late?"
I haven't. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just pop up on one of his shows and just say, Jay Stone's always late. Jay Stone's always late. Jay Stone's
That's why it's Jay.
always late.
Jay.
Jay,
Oh man.
Jay, you that boy.
Which part you need to know about? Which part you need to know about, SJ? Oh yeah, it's 3 Boy Ninjas tonight.
Yeah.
We should show up late. I'm sorry, Jay. I'm a Libra. I had to. I couldn't leave without saying something petty.
Now you see that. Now see, Jay, I'm not deceiving. He said I wasn't gonna let it go. He gonna add to it. Whenever he see an open door, Tear walks right through that door every day.
That's right. Y'all better close y'all doors. Oh God, I'm laughing tomorrow. Eyes are turning red. Oh no, I didn't forget. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. The story thing. The anthology. Yeah. Okay. I didn't forget.
We Scorpios. We always ready to work. That's just us. We ready. Let's do it.
All right. Well, again, y'all. Thank you for joining us tonight. This was a fun show, as always. Really enjoyed talking to you all. Really love the back and forth, things like that. Chat it up with us. It makes the show that much more fun. But yeah, we actually had a good show for y'all tonight. It was actually an actual show. Even though we do have actual shows, this one was an actual show. So y'all take it easy. I'll see everybody later. Thank you for meeting us here on the bridge. Do not go and cuss out Mr. Toriyama, because we know that it wasn't him.
All fake.
But for Dilbert, I am going to start a GoFundMe to buy it. No, I'm just playing. I am not doing that. Do not spread that around the internet. I don't want it.
Right.
I don't want it. I'll just create my own version.
We don't need them problems. We don't need
them problems. We don't need that. So, you all take it easy. There's the bridge. We got to do the bridge. There's the bridge. There it is right there. So, now take it easy. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.